cut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the P.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
Regular. Watch quick. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. My touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Let's go, Bengals. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Red, 60 Pittsburgh. Coming to the sun. I'm coming to the sun.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now back to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. 7-7, our score after one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Begin. Check. Crunch. Real.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield to throw it. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Mayfield now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 9 now. Man open, it's Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
There, he was able to diagnose that play from his line of coverage and bat the ball away.
And inside the 20 for a Cleveland first.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
Now they'll run on the draw. Here, knocked back to the 20.
Defensive front four has been very good. They have just not...
Oh, in fact, the entire offense.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4 or more ground when defending the lead.
But now they face third down. Line of the drive here as they need 4 yards. It's complete. They're coming up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your work go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can front. Defensive end, defensive...
Down pickup of 8.
Take the big shot downfield.
The 20 to the 18-yard line. Superstar of the ball, continue to feed him.
Make sure he's touching the football, but you're the game as well. If it's not there, well, I'm looking at the down and distance. It's short enough that it's a no-brainer, and you go. So to me, you take the field. You want to risk coming away with nothing.
Wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Miles on that side of the field. Still touchdown there. Those would be big. A whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the end to Landry. And he's able to get out of bounds. 5-yard out. Ball on the 3rd. 2nd and 5. Caught by OBJ. Boy takes it across the 40 yards. That's complete on the hitch route. There it'll be 2nd and 9. Look to throw. And he's got another first.
Do you try and run the ball against the team?
Take this one inside the 10, down to the end there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about.
Offense for trying to set the tempo and
left. He can run for it, and it's down, but he will have the first. Maybe not exactly what.
Express my admiration there.
One in for a Browns score. Bell, his 2nd, and once again the Browns are solid job up front. Really just
well blocked, well run.
At the 5. So that will push him back. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Browns down by 4. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, the win.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello. That's the jag calling. Let me cook over real quick. To let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad. 180. Knocking at my window. They say that it's the money.